About 50 miles north of New York City lies the City of Newburgh, New York. It's a beautiful mix of old and new that can tell us a lot about America's past and future. "I'm very proud to call Newburgh my home," Kevin Burke declares. "Every time I go there, I feel an immediate sense of connection and comfort. It's an enchanted place. It's a place of contradictions in many ways, but I'm constantly and ceaselessly amazed by the beauty of the place." Burke is a historian, documentary film producer, and co-chair of the Maurice D. Hinchey Hudson River Valley National Heritage Area. Newburgh is home to the first publicly owned historic site in the United States, Washington's headquarters, where General George Washington lived the longest during the Revolutionary War. Downing Park was designed by Frederick Olmsted, who also designed New York's Central Park. Broadway, a wide main street, boasts stunning views of the Hudson River. But it's not the views or buildings that intrigue Burke the most. What I am always fascinated by is its people. I think from the very beginning it has been a city of migration, starting with the very first European settlers. Immigrants who first landed in New York City traveled up the Hudson River to find a home in Newburgh. It was a thriving industrial town with a bustling downtown business district, and the prospect of jobs attracted thousands. One of the most important migration periods was during the 20th century when African Americans, who were escaping the Jim Crow South, came to Newburgh in the Great Migration, which continued into the 1950s. Hard times came to the city as suburbanization took hold in America. Urban renewal swept through the United States, promising to replace aging neighborhoods with new modern buildings. 1,300 buildings and entire neighborhoods in Newburgh were bulldozed as the waterfront commercial district was demolished. Many who came during the Great Migration lost their homes. This dislocation was a scarring experience for residents and for the city's beautiful old buildings that were torn down. It took decades for the city to get back on its feet. Today, families from Latin America and the Caribbean have settled in Newburgh. Other transplants from New York City have come as well. The revitalized waterfront teems with visitors. The challenge will be to find a way to grow and embrace this renaissance, while also making sure that everyone in the city shares in the benefits. "I will always be someone who roots for Newburgh," Burke says. "It's a place that's easy to fall in love with and a place that needs champions, and I believe that Newburgh's best days can be ahead of it." You can learn more about the Maurice D. Hinchey Hudson River Valley National Heritage Area and hear more great stories on the Hudson Train Tour app by visiting hudsonrivervalley.com/app.